Healthy Berry carries the full line of Harena, Maris, Luobuma products. Luobuma has been used for over 1,000 years for a variety of health challenges. If you suffer from vertigo, headaches, high blood pressure, stop by the Healthy Berry today. And be sure to ask for the clinically proven, safe and effective Luobuma. Available now at the Healthy Berry, located at the corner of Queen Street and Park Ave in Chatham. Be sure to like them on Facebook for all the latest sales, promotions, and much more.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Country 92.9 FM, CFCO, just after 8 o'clock here. And as we do each and every week, we have Kim Isles from the Healthy Berry, who's going to be chatting with someone, giving you some information on health and wellness and how to better your life. Kim, how are things?
I am well, except, Andrew, what is it about our Saturday morning dates? I come out to meet up with you and there's snow.
And there's snow. And yesterday I was out in shorts on a patio.
I know. And then today you and I are together at snow. I think you're a curse. But
it's nice in here, right?
I know. It's beautiful
nice
in
inside.
here. It's nice and warm in here. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Thanks, Andrew.
No problem.
It's all good. So listen, I'm going to head right into the show because we have a really cool topic today. And I threw it out on a post this morning on Facebook and said, this is even a topic Dr. Oz hasn't talked about. So we've got a one-up on Dr. Oz. But as Andrew said, I'm Kim Miles and I join you from the Healthy Berry, where I spend some of my days. And it's a great opportunity to help a new store. The owners there are Nancy and John Doyle. And so for those of you listening that think it's my store, no, it's not. I'm just there helping them get that store up and running and highly successful. So the Healthy Berry is located right here in Chatham, Ontario. And we're right across from Sarah's Fruit Market on the corner of Queen Street and Park Ave right here in Chatham, Ontario. But if you want to call us at 519-351-9555. And after today's show, I know you're going to want to call about what we're going to share some information with you today about, because it's a kind of a really cool story, as is all of the shows. And I do also want to tell you too, next week I believe it is, Andrew, do we go to 7:30 next week, or is it the week after? Does Bill come?
You know what? Off the top of my head, I don't know, but by the break I will.
Okay, so we're going to double check that. So we'll give you a time for the following shows, because as soon as the gardening show comes back on, you'll find me at 7:30. So we'll confirm that in a little bit. But we're off and running. We have a really cool guest today. Her name is Corey Ainsworth, and she's from a company called Harena Maris. And I'm going to ask Corey to give us some information about where she is and how she got started, and just exactly, Corey, who is Corey Ainsworth?
Good morning, Kim. How are you this morning?
I am very well, thank you. And yourself?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for having me on this morning. I'm really excited.
It's an exciting thing. I love talking about new products and new discoveries. So, Corey, tell us a little bit about, first of all, Harena Maris as the company.
Perfect. Harena Maris is a family-owned natural health company based in Mississauga, Ontario. And the company's been around for a little over 10 years now. And the focus basically is on providing certified, scientifically based, top-quality, unique products to help improve the health and enrich the lives of others. We felt there was a need to introduce different products on the natural health market, and we have successfully done that here, especially with our Luobuma product.
So it's a mouthful, Luobuma. I know that when we first started carrying the products in the store, Corey, I got to tell you, every time I would try to say it, I had to stop and just wrap my tongue around that, Luobuma. So
Luobuma, you're not alone. Everyone tries to spit it out a little differently.
Yeah, Luobuma. I've come up with all these different, you get your tongue rolling around that Luo thing. And so tell us about Luobuma, though, because it's pretty exciting. How did you guys discover this, and how did that show up in the Canadian market?
Well, quite interesting. The founder of Harena Maris Health Group, Craig Frichat, is an engineer, and in the late 1990s, he had an engineering company based in Toronto. In the same building was a research facility where various cardiologists were doing extensive research on Luobuma. And Craig got talking with them one day and just wanted to know a little bit more about it. He was very intrigued by its applications, wanted to know where to buy it. And it wasn't wasn't yet on the North American market anywhere. So at that point, he decided to sell his engineering company and go into the natural health business, and that's who we know today as Harena Maris Health Group. So really interesting story how it got started.
Well, yeah, just have something so like a discovery like that, right? So there must be a lot of exciting things going on with Luobuma if a research company was already finding the attributes of that plant, right? So can you tell us a little bit about what is Luobuma?
Luobuma is an organic, wild-crafted Tibetan tea. It has been used for thousands of years as a medicinal remedy to treat a variety of health conditions associated with liver heat. Now, liver heat is not necessarily a term we use commonly here in North America. It is a term regularly used in traditional Chinese medicine. But here in North America, we know it more as congested liver or fatty liver.
Okay. So, and I hear that a lot. I've been hearing that a lot. I've been hearing that a lot from people that they've been told they have fatty liver.
Exactly. It's becoming more in the forefront of natural health these days because liver is one of the hardest working organs in our bodies besides the heart. And unfortunately, we live in a toxic world, and we need to support the liver health as well.
So when we talk about liver, sometimes, Corey, in the store, we kind of attach the condition in your body of cholesterol, and because that has a definite link to the liver. Can you kind of help our listeners sort of understand that role?
Exactly. And the liver is, being that it helps with the breakdown of our carbohydrates, and also, of course, it's the main organ that filters the toxins in our bodies. And unfortunately, we live in a toxic world. Toxins are around us everywhere. It's in the air, the soil, our water, and unfortunately even in our foods, no matter how clean we try and eat. So we rely on the liver to help break down the carbohydrates and also to filter the toxins from our body, cleanse our blood, and help balance hormones and other biochemicals produced by the body. If the liver becomes congested, it cannot work as effectively. It's just like never changing the oil filter in your car. You wouldn't do that.
Absolutely. So what were some of the traditional uses of Luobuma in the countries where it's actually native?
It's commonly used, as I said, to cleanse the liver, but it's also known as a hepatoprotective. So it actually protects the liver as well. And it is regularly used and scientifically proven to treat blood pressure. It helps to actually regulate blood pressure. It reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. Also in the reduction of headaches, dizziness, and vertigo, and so many more applications. Because of the liver cleansing application, it actually helps treat things even like insomnia. You know, people waking up at 3 a.m. just don't realize that that's a condition typically of the liver. That's when the liver's working its hardest, sometime between 2 and 4 in the morning, and that's when we typically tend to wake up. Too many glasses of wine at dinner and you're waking up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, or a fatty diet, right? Like fried foods and things like that.
Exactly.
Yep, that all of a sudden hit you in the middle of the night. So what have you found, as far as Harena Maris, Corey, what have you found seems to be the I guess the hottest use of Luobuma, or the thing that people are telling you that they're seeing the best results with?
The best results, which is such a common condition nowadays, is high blood pressure. So many people on high blood pressure medications, doctors having difficulty with dosage, and let's face it, people who are on high blood pressure medication still have many fluctuations, extreme fluctuations in certain cases, of their blood pressure readings. So because Luobuma works like a cardiotonic, it helps to safely regulate high blood pressure. It is known to help put blood pressure into balance for not only those with high blood pressure, but also those with low blood pressure as well. I have low blood pressure, and it's very safe for me to use. I use it every day. It actually helps prevent me from getting my blood pressure too low in certain cases where I end up feeling faint.
Because I think sometimes that's the first thing out of some people's mouths is like, well, will it make it too low if something's helping to lower it, right? But the key word here is balance.
Exactly. We want to try and keep our blood pressure in that normal range, and that's what Luobuma does exactly.
So Luobuma, when a person buys it, what is the form that they would be coming into the Healthy Berry to? What will they find when they come in?
They're going to find a variety of Luobuma products. We actually have it in 2 types of teas and 4 different capsule products. And basically, it's marketed courtesy of Health Canada. So you'll find Luobuma in our stress formula in a capsule. You'll also find it in our blood pressure capsule product and dizziness and headaches. But you'll also find the 2 teas. One is more for heart health, for blood pressure stress, and the other is for head health, so for treatment of headaches, vertigo, things like that. All in all, Kim, though, it's exactly the same ingredient, which is nice for you. Being at the store, if you do run out of one product, you know you can safely substitute another one for your customer.
So I think
in tea or capsule form.
Yep. Sorry about that, Corey. We're going to take our very first quick little break. I just kind of want to let people know what we have at the Healthy Berry. So we're going to come back with great information, a little bit more historical information on Luobuma and some of the things that you can use it for, and great news about that, and how we can add balance to your life with a really amazing tea or capsule form. But we're going to take a quick break, and I'm Kim Isles from the Healthy Berry, located right here in Chatham, Ontario. You can call us at 519-351-9555, and we'll be right back.
The Healthy Berry carries the full line of Harena, Maris, Luobuma products. Luobuma has been used for over 1,000 years for a variety of health challenges. If you suffer from vertigo, headaches, high blood pressure, stop by the Healthy Berry today. And be sure to ask for the clinically proven, safe and effective Luobuma. Available now at the Healthy Berry, located at the corner of Queen Street and Park Ave in Chatham. Be sure to like them on Facebook for all the latest sales, promotions, and much more.
The views of the following program are solely those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of CFCO or Blackburn Radio.
And as I said, a very quick break. Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Isles, and right back at you. We're hopefully joining you as you have your early morning coffee or tea. We're going to have some great ideas of what you can substitute that with. And but I'm all the way from the Healthy Berry, located right here in Chatham, Ontario. That's right on the corner of Queen Street and Park Ave. And we're right across from Sarah's Fruit Market. So for anybody that likes to see landmarks, it's pretty easy to find on that very busy corner. And you can call us at 519-351-9555. You can like us on Facebook as well as The Healthy Berry. And if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook as Kim Isles, and that's ILES. So many ways to get in touch with me these days, and I'm working on a new project that will hopefully be pretty exciting as well. But back to the show, we have a little bit of news. So next week, Andrew told me next week the show is still at 8 a.m. So next week, March 15th, still at 8 a.m. And then the following week, we go to 7:30. And that's because the Great Gardening Show will be back, and we'll have lots of cool things about getting green again, and everybody's excited about that. So back on the phone with Corey Ainsworth, and we're talking about a really exciting herbal product called Luobuma. Now, Corey, Luobuma is the actual herb, right?
Correct. That is the name, the common name of the herb, exactly.
And where is it native to again?
Tibet. It comes from a very remote region of Tibet and has been used in Tibetan culture for thousands of years as a medicinal, but also a ritualistic tea.
Interesting. So we were, just before the break, we were talking about probably your most common use of the Luobuma is for helping to balance blood pressure. So if somebody is on medication or what can they do? Can they have the tea?
Absolutely. Either in tea or in capsule, it is safe to use with patients who are already using different types of medications. There may already be prescribed something for high blood pressure, perhaps high cholesterol, even safe for diabetics. And because it has a cardiotonic effect and helping to balance blood pressure, there are no known contraindications. So they would continue to follow their doctor's orders and continue with their medications as directed. Introduce Luobuma, either in capsule or tea, and in approximately 3 to 4 weeks, clinical studies have shown that blood pressure levels are balanced into that normal range. So effectively, many people have been able to either reduce or even some have been able to eliminate some of their medication use, which is very exciting.
Yeah, and that's the thing, working along with your doctor, you can make that decision of like which way you want to go, right? If you're feeling great and you're getting all kinds of balancing effects. That is what I have found over the last 20 years, Corey, is that a lot of medications don't necessarily balance. They either do from one extreme to the other or sometimes not work at all.
Exactly. And this is the thing that I talk to so many people about, is they're struggling with finding that balance. And it is a long-term process that their doctors, try and assist with in struggling with dosage, and different types of medications affect everyone differently.
Well, and a lot of people don't like the side effects. Like, let's be honest, like there are medications out there that have, if you've seen the commercials, there's like, 2 seconds tells you about the product, but then another 3 minutes tell you about the dangerous side effects. And I think we're getting more aware of that.
Absolutely. And you just think of what is that actually doing to the liver.
Yeah.
I know people who have so much damage done to the liver, and it's not just anymore considered due to alcohol. Yeah. Alcoholism isn't the only factor in congested liver or cirrhosis of the liver anymore. There's so many other factors here. So,
well, I'm glad you said that, because quite often in the store I will say to somebody like, are you taking anything for your liver? And automatically they say, oh, I don't drink. I might have a cup of wine or a glass of wine or whatever, and it's so kind of not awful, but I don't know what the word is. It's just so crazy how we just associate alcohol with the liver. We don't realize that cholesterol and hormones and PMS in a woman, I mean, that's all a liver function, and how that can shift in your body.
Absolutely. It's everything that goes into our body is being filtered by the liver through the blood. And it's not just there to help cleanse the blood and to remove those toxins, but the liver helps balance all those different hormones and biochemicals that are produced by the body. It's affected by food and medication use just as much as alcohol.
Well, I'm excited to see the difference in people with the Luobuma, because it's kind of funny. Over the years ago, there was a traditional Chinese medicine product that I introduced through a company probably 15 or 16 years ago, and it was introduced as a product for PMS, but basically all it was a liver functioning, a balancer, kind of similar to what we're talking about today, right? And so since then, myself and my staff and Greg and I, we used to always say if somebody was really grumpy and crabby, we'd say, oh, they need to take something for their liver, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's
the emotion connected to liver is anger.
Yeah, and that is the thing, edginess, and if you, so again, like a woman with PMS, when you're edgy and, grumpy and not feeling well and not feeling yourself, then that's a liver, like you say, a liver heat thing. As soon as you kind of have those feelings, then probably your liver's a little sluggish. And winter is such a time for that, because we are sluggish, right? So we're not moving that lymphatic fluid through our body like we should, so our liver is very congested right now.
Absolutely. I use this particular product. It has been remarkable in so many factors in my own household. Myself being premenopausal and high estrogen levels, it's been the most effective thing for me for night sweats and hot flashes. And my family has had great success in so many different areas with this product as well. Not just high blood pressure, but so many other areas as well.
Well, exactly. And I was just going to say, you know what? If anybody is feeling that winter, I'm grumpy, which I've had people come in the store. That seems to be the thing these days. I'm just feeling grumpy and edgy and moody, and I'm, ready to be done with this whole process of winter. Come on in, because it could be as easy as the Luobuma tea or one of the capsules, like you said, right?
Exactly. It's nice having the option because some people do just want quick and easy in a capsule form, and I keep a bottle in my purse with me at all times. I try and have my travel mug of tea with me when I'm out on the road, but it's nice to have it in capsule form as well, just ready in my purse if I'm feeling a little anxious, a little rushed, a little stressed, then I've got it ready, and it makes such a difference in cognitive function too. So I find that brain fog is clear. So lots of opportunity there, either in tea or capsule.
Well, one of the areas that I'm pretty excited about, and I kind of wanted to leave it to the end and give it a little bit of focus, but is the dizziness and tinnitus remedy that Luobuma has. I'm pretty excited about that because over the years we've had so many people come in for dizziness and tinnitus, and there aren't a lot of supplements out there that focus on that.
So true, so true. And it's a horrible condition to live with because it becomes very chronic. And when dealing with things like dizziness and vertigo especially, vertigo affects 40% of people over the age of 40. And it's very disturbing because the symptoms mimic stroke. So if someone has never had these types of dizziness or vertigo type symptoms before, the first time they almost feel like they're having a stroke, and it can be very, very scary. It's very sudden onset, and Luobuma is very effective in treating dizziness, tinnitus, and vertigo type symptoms with regular use as a preventative, with reducing frequency as well as intensity.
So how many cups of tea a day would someone need to do, Corey, based on the capsule dosage? Like how many cups of tea would be effective?
Typically, people would use 2 cups of tea per day, and it can be taken with or without meals. Some people notice an improvement in digestion if they have sensitivity. So some people will use it with meals, which is great, aiding in digestion. As a tea, it's lovely as a warm drink to have with meals, but it can be taken at any time during the day. So 2 cups of tea or capsules would be taken 3 times per day.
Gotta tell you, the tea it's wonderful. Like I think I actually like it more than green tea. Some green teas can have a bitter taste, and I found the Luobuma is very mild and very like you wouldn't want to put anything in it for one thing, but you wouldn't need anything in it. It just tastes great. I think what I'm going to do today, Corey, is you sent some tea bags, which was awesome, or bags of the loose tea, I should say. So I'm going to brew up some at the store if anybody wants to come in and they can just taste that today. The Healthy Berry is open from 10 until 5 on Saturdays, so I'll be there at 10 and we'll get some tea going, and then maybe you can just have a little taste. But Corey, so are the sales kind of equal in the whole like choosing tea over capsules?
It's pretty balanced. It really depends on what your customer is looking for.
Yeah.
So convenience, like I said, in capsule form, it's a regimented dosage. And for someone who is using it, for example, for a natural remedy for treating high blood pressure, sometimes it's easier to take in a capsule form. But let's face it, so many people are taking so many supplements or medications that they just want something different. And having it available in tea form is wonderful because, like you said, it tastes great. It's not another pill. And because it's an unprocessed tea, it will never get bitter. So you could steep it all day long. It doesn't matter. It will never, ever taste bitter. It's always got a lovely taste.
So, Corey, could they make up the tea, which is kind of what I did, so hopefully this is okay. Can they make up the tea and also drink it cold?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What we typically will do is I'll make a pot of tea, we drink it, and then I'll make an extra and then keep it in the fridge. So typically we have, alongside all the other liquids in our fridge, we have a jug of pre-made Luobuma tea. It's lovely as a cold drink, and sometimes I even add lemon. Lemon being so great and also helping to cleanse the liver and alkalize the body. Add a couple lemon slices or add honey or a natural sweetener if someone wants to sweeten it. That's the best way to do it.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this because I love sort of new stories that aren't new. You said Luobuma has been used for how many years?
thousands of years in Tibet.
So
generations.
yeah, so exactly. There's no safety concerns or anything. That's what I love, is like people say, oh, this stuff is just all new and not proven, and it's like, no, not so much. Thousands of years, right, of use. So
exactly. All those, fairly unknown. It's like a hidden gem here in North America, but widely used throughout Europe and Asia for many, many years.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, Corey, I am so thankful to have you on the show today, and hopefully someday you can come down to the store and maybe hang out and talk to people about Luobuma.
I would love that.
I would love to set that up. So if you have a chance, call me at the store today, and then we can maybe set that up so I can tell people when you can come down. It would just be great. But I think today we will make up a pot of tea at the store. So, Corey, is there one last statement that you want to tell people about, maybe just overall empowering their health, or what is that statement?
My statement would be to educate yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When I speak to so many people, the world is changing, and that's great. We are definitely taking more control of our health and not just leaving it up to the person in the white coat with the stethoscope around their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Take the time to educate yourself, to better inform yourself about making health decisions for you and for your family.
Wonderful.
So I appreciate the listeners today.
Thank you so much, Corey, and we hope to see you soon, and I'll talk to you soon. And I want to thank everybody for joining us today and talking about Luobuma. So come on into the Healthy Berry, again, located right across from Sarah's Market on the corner of Queen Street and Park Ave. You can call us at 519-351-9555 and like us on Facebook as The Healthy Berry. But come on in and try some Luobuma tea or the capsules if that's easier for you. So lots of great news, and we'll see you next week for our last show at 8 a.m. next week, and then we go to 7:30 just before Bill Pachkowski. We will be back next week. See you, Andrew.